Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Zed for me, and today we're finally getting the go-kart up and running. So if you guys remember from the last episode, one of the things that I was dealing with was the sprocket getting stuck to the actual axle. And I tried a lot of things, even heating up the sprocket, because it's aluminum, to see if I could actually get the bolt out. And it was just giving me such hard time. I tried a bunch of stuff, like trying to weld something onto the head of the bolt so that I could get it out. That didn't work very well. Eventually I tried some penetrating lubricant, and I just let it sit for like probably almost a week. Yeah, I probably let it sit for almost a week. And eventually I was able to get one of the nuts out, or one of the bolts out, so I was super ecstatic, but the other one was just stripped to pieces, so I really couldn't get that one out. So at this point I'm like really upset, because this is the only thing holding back the build from going. So what I decided to do was, with one of the bolts still in, I tried moving the sprocket hub over. And luckily, with a little bit of convincing from the hammer, I was actually able to move the sprocket over so that I could actually continue the build. This must have been like 8 or 9 last night, and I didn't have it on camera because I didn't know how long it would take or if it would even be successful. And so I decided not to keep the camera on for hours on end trying to move the sprocket over. And so I finally got it done, and then once I did that, I was just super excited that I just continued the build. And then this morning I just finished wiring everything up, and so I want to show you guys the not the final product, but at least everything running on the go-kart. So let's take a look at what we got here. So as you can see, I was actually able to move the sprocket over. This is where the sprocket originally sat. One of the things you guys told me to do, which I thought was very helpful, was to actually take out this piece right here, where the teeth are, so that the aluminum can actually expand. So once I heated it up, I put some penetrating lube, let it sit for a week, and then I was able to get one of these bolts out and move this entire sprocket over. So I'm really happy with that. Along with that, I put the chain on, which was the first thing I did, lined everything up, mounted everything, and then this morning I just got done with all the wiring, except for the main wiring harness that'll go from the batteries itself to the motor. But as you can see, I was able to use really thick 6-gauge wiring. I was able to wire all the hall sensors as well as the throttle, and my throttle over here is like a custom setup that I think is really cool. Basically, I took one of these electric go-kart throttles, and then what I did was I welded my original throttle onto it to control it. So then this looks like it's stock. I don't have some weird looking go-kart throttle, and things are good there. So I just want to show it to you guys real quick. My GoPro battery is dying, but I want to show it to you guys that it's working, as you can see. So that's super exciting that I was actually able to get everything working. And right now, the next part of this project will basically be to finish off the main wiring harness and mount the batteries onto the skid plate. After doing all that, I should be able to take this go-kart out for its first test drive. I'll definitely keep you guys posted. If you guys have any questions about the build so far, please let me know. I have no idea what the top speed of this go-kart's going to be. I have no idea what the acceleration is going to be like. All I know is that it's definitely going to be quicker than when it was gasoline powered. Now that there's nothing holding me back from finishing this off, I'm definitely going to figure out what to do in terms of the battery situation and mounting it. And then in the next episode, we'll go out for the first test drive of this electric go-kart. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time.